Hi, I'm Chad Hudson, the Seattle Film Summit, and I'm here today with Daniel Soul of Holly Shorts. He's the co-founder. Daniel, welcome. So let's just start in with a little bit about what Holly Shorts is and how you got involved with all of this.
Yeah, well, Holly Shorts is an annual film festival, amongst other things. We do monthly screenings as well. And of course, we have the screenplay contest. We team up with the Seattle Film Summit and Ben to collaborate on that. But the festival started 15 years ago, myself and my partner Theo. And we just wanted to get involved in the business, and we just felt like the festivals in town weren't very strong, and we felt there was a need for short filmmakers to have a voice. And 15 years later, we're now Oscar qualifying, and we're a major short film festival in the world. So it's a pretty cool thing to see from that to a small space of 40-seat theater, 2 days to 10 days in the Chinese theater. So it's been a cool 15-year growth.
Yeah, and quite an accomplishment considering where it came from.
Yeah.
Did you have a yearning for filmmaking
Yeah.
early in your career?
I knew I wanted to get involved in the business. My brother's a longtime actor. He gave us an opportunity. The theater that we first did the festival was his space. We knew we wanted to get involved in producing and making movies, and we knew a lot of filmmakers, actors, writers that we met in town working on productions. So we felt like with the connections we had and the people we knew, there was a need for them to expose themselves and get work done and get out there. And my passion for movies and filmmaking and people skills and things like that, that if we put this together, we thought we could really put a cool event on and really try to find the right people that could help us grow this thing. So yeah, we just.
The biggest thing you learned was in this. What,
well, yeah, I think.
As you look back on it now, what, 15 years?
Yeah, I think
clearly there's been some growth there.
Oh yeah.
What have you come away with?
Well, the biggest thing is to find the right people to help with these other positions and things, right? Like people that know what they're doing in certain spaces to help empower them to help you out. Obviously, we've done this thing and we've been behind it all from day one, and it's our name behind it, right? It's like our responsibility, good or bad. But we're able to find really good people to help us push it forward, meaning like the right judges, right connections in industry. We knew, okay, we need to find the people who are in position of power in Hollywood and in town that know what they're doing and know people to put them, empower them, and get them involved with our festival. So it was a big part of our learning, or I think the thing we felt was important was knowing, okay, let's take a step back and make sure we're empowering the people that need to be involved in the organization, put them in the forefront, or give them the space to work, if that makes sense, like
yeah.
to help us grow, because we couldn't do it if we were just doing this ourselves and saying, hey, we're just gonna do everything and do it all ourselves. And that wouldn't really work the same. I mean, I don't think we could really grow to this level if we didn't form good relationships and know people who could really help us put this thing forward. Whether it's this connection in a certain studio and getting them involved in the festival, making a certain person a judge, empowering them to be involved, but also their connections can help us connect the filmmaker that was at the festival to meet them, and then they take their career next level, then they feel appreciative of us. It's a 360 circular thing. So I think that's really been a big thing we've learned and we've felt is important is lean on the experts.
Sure. So the short film concept, the short screenplay concept, how has that evolved since you started this to where it's at today? Is there more attention on short films and short screenplays now?
Yeah, definitely. Well, when we started, it was 2004 or 5. So we were getting submissions the old-fashioned way, in the mail, nothing online, no streaming, no links, no Vimeo, none of this stuff. The growth of these online platforms has changed the short filmmaking space forever. I mean, now the quality of films, the cinematography, the VFX, the access to all these things, the quality has changed. And it also means that more people are making films than ever before, for good and bad.
Do you think there's a greater appreciation for the short film now that there wasn't maybe back then?
Yeah,
I think so, because of the exposure of things like Holly Shorts?
No, I think so. I think definitely the respect level to what these films are has changed. Studios and people in position of acquisition are looking for filmmakers and content. Not like before where it was, okay, maybe they'll find that gem, that student filmmaker. Because back then it was more thesis film, not sci-fi films and horror films. And now we're getting all the genre explosion of short content. It's not just the thesis narrative
Do these
film.
jump off into full features?
Yeah, some
definitely
some do. I mean, we have one.
But that's not a goal for everybody.
No, not at all.
Sometimes the artist wants to have.
We have
short
some
feature.
submitters, some filmmakers that have submitted. They've had 10 to 15 short films over a 10, 15-year period, and just making shorts. There's an Australian couple that they make short films every year, and they love making shorts. They're, you could say in some sense, short content makers, short filmmakers. They're not looking to take these films and make them features.
Sure.
So you get both. You do have people who make the short that wants to sort of be a showcase piece for their feature film or their first act or whatever you want to call it, and then they want to make a feature of that film. I mean, we have many examples. We've had some that have gone on to, a few that have gone on to Sundance, like they had the short, they got financing, made the feature, and went on to screen at Sundance and festivals like that with the
that's
feature.
cool.
So you see that too,
Yeah,
and
real
just
evolutionary, isn't
yeah,
it?
and it's great. But that's not everyone's path or even goal. Not everyone wants to make their film a feature, and some films are great and best as a short, like they stand alone. So it just depends. It's really a preference, but also what the filmmaker wants to do. But we've seen some awesome examples. Just now, Thunder Road is a film that's in theaters now and just really taking off and creating a lot of buzz. It just got nominated for a Spirit Award, and that was a short that won at our festival, won at Sundance as well. So that short was amazing, fantastic short. But he was able to expand it into a feature.
How is this fulfilling for you personally to be involved in this and to be at the front end of such a big movement in short film production?
Well, it's cool because it's something, you do something, anything in life, you love it. If you love something you do, it's personal. It's something we started together. Me and Theo are longtime friends. He's family to me. We're like brothers. We'll continue to grow in it. We've grown into it in the 20s to now later 30s. We've got kids. We've seen the path of change in life, but still trying to find the way to keep growing the festival and expand on what we're doing, evolve it, and see that the growth of the short film space has changed with it.
Sure.
And we can be a part of that. It's really cool. I mean, it's pretty neat. I mean, I have to appreciate it's come a long way, and to work a lot at it. It's a lot of hours, as you know, any event, putting on this event or any event, it's a lot of time spent on every little detail, and it's exhausting.
Yeah.
So you put something like that into it and put a lot into it. It's cool to see that good things happen.
For the person who's out there that's thinking about writing a short screenplay or making a short film, you've been in this now for a few years. What kind of advice would you give them before they step into this world?
I think for one is definitely know your story, know what you're trying to create and write. The length isn't the thing. It's about, is it necessary? There's so many stories that are too extraneous. Like they're a comedy, but then they want to throw in a certain scene with drama, and they want to sort of cram in all these stories into one movie. But that's the wrong move. You have to tell your best story, put your best foot forward, but tell the story in the most precise way. What the programmer is looking for, we're looking for films that fit best for different programs, whether it's genre and style, but also just the best films that really stand out. So it's one part is making sure that you're telling the story you need to tell in a precise, clean manner, but also taking chances too, because we like seeing films that are really pushing the envelope. It stands out.
Solid storytelling.
Yeah, solid story, but just try to stand out in a way that's honest in yourself. Because if you're not true to that, then it's going to show. And we're looking for, with all the films you're seeing, you're sitting there watching hundreds of movies, hundreds and thousands of movies throughout a year. It's last year we had 5,000 submissions or so. I mean, 400 make it in, a good number, but still that's only a few percent, that's a 5% or something. It's very competitive, but we're looking for films that really stand out. That's one big part of it. So if that can be the case, it really helps and it matters. It's important to take those chances and not be too safe, not play too safe. Put it all out there. I guess put the chips in the middle of the table.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you're at Seattle Film Summit this weekend. Tell us a little bit about what you hope happens here and why you're here.
Yeah, well, we're here to do a panel discussing our collaboration with the Seattle Film Summit and Ben and what we're doing with the co-production of the screenplay winners. So that's a big thing we're going to talk about here at this panel. It's been a really, really cool thing to see. The festival's been 15 years, and we've done the festival on screen films for over 15 years. But then about 5 years ago or so, we started the screenplay contest. We wanted to also get writers involved, saying, hey, let's find the best scripts and make these into films. The end goal being the winner gets made. And then we get screen it. And then we screen the film at the festival as well. So it's circular. Script gets in, wins gets made. Produce the film, screen the film at the festival. So it's still time back in the festival, showcasing the film, showcasing our work that we did by picking these scripts, by having the films produced. And so it's a cool thing we're doing, and it's been a great collaboration with Ben, and it's really worked very well. I mean, Son the Father has won numerous festivals, screened over 50 plus festivals, maybe even 100 festivals worldwide, and it's continuing to screen. And then so Jameson last year was screened opening night, huge success. Audience loved it. We had 1,000 people in the crowd just loving the film, so it screened very well. So to see the process working.
Which came out of the Northwest.
Yeah, exactly. So to see that connection at the time of the films we made here being produced, the team here, that collaboration has been very successful, and it's continuing to get better. Obviously, like anything, a learning process. Early on, it was the first time doing it. Okay, this is good, but this is how we should do it. This is the challenges we face. This is how this works. Putting a writer together with a team they never met, from people from Seattle, from us, and now collaborating on something. There's the challenges that come with that. But I think we've seen how to navigate that and how good it can work. the quality of the films are speaking. They're just getting better and better. So we're excited of what that can be. And so I wanted to come to meet some people and face to face here and then talk about that some more at the
Cool.
summit. So, yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. We
course,
appreciate you being
definitely.
here today, and
Yeah,
good
definitely.
luck on the panel discussion. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.